Well, we're back. We're back, mate.
We're in a car, mate.
We're in a car. Those of you that were previously regular listeners of the podcast, welcome back. Welcome to a different setup, a different
Format.
Well,
Is that all right?
I don't want to scare people. It's not really a different format. It's just kind of a different backdrop, basically.
It's still you and I.
It's still us chatting absolute crap.
I like to say nonsense. It's a bit aggressive, mate.
Crap is a bit aggressive.
Yeah.
I think in the years gone by, I have become more aggressive. Something I've been working on in my time off.
Yeah. What, to get more aggressive or less?
Less.
Okay, fine.
I think, unfortunately, you've ruined me over the years that we've been doing this show.
I've been slowly chipping away at you.
Slowly chipping away. I became a horrible little man.
Horrible big tall man. Yeah.
Well, if you are new to the show, if you've seen us promoting the fact that we're back on other social media platforms, you thought, I'll finally go and check out what these guys do. Welcome. As Tony just sort of clarified in better words than I did, we get together once a week and talk nonsense. Theoretically, nonsense about the car world, the car industry, motorsport, I don't know what. We are often incorrect in some of our...
Well, you are, I'm not.
No. Well, there you go.
Yeah, I'm right all the time.
Yes, in Tony's mind.
Yeah, in my mind.
But actually, we are also sometimes right. As points have been proven, we sometimes make big claims that people go, what are these guys talking about? Which months after are proven to be correct.
I would say sometimes it's a bit modest, mate.
Yeah, okay.
More often than not.
Anyway, we took a good chunk of time off over the summer to reset because we've been doing this podcast for like 6 years.
Every week, almost.
Every week. We felt like we'd covered every topic, visited every dream garage, answered every question, and we felt like we were starting to repeat ourselves.
Yeah.
So we wanted to take some time off and come back more enthusiastic than ever because we actually love doing these stuff.
We actually do, yeah. It's my only time that I actually like talking to you.
Yeah, well, okay, on that note, the whole reason this show began is because Tony and I were having these like hour or 2 hour long conversations on the phone each week about car stuff.
Yeah.
You know, we'd just been absolutely rambling on. And I basically turned around one day and said, we should record this. Like, this should be a show. Just put a camera on.
Yeah.
But then over the years, because it became a bit more of a job and we took it a bit more seriously, we actually stopped having those conversations.
We did.
And the only time we would go back and chat crap about cars was when we were in a car together. When we were doing road trips or adventures, doing one of our on-the-road driving tours. So part of the reformatting of the show is to do more episodes in cars.
In a car, yeah.
So if you are a regular viewer and thinking, what does that all mean? Nothing. It's the same show it was before, just a couple of times a month it will be in a car. Sometimes we'll talk about the car we're in, sometimes we won't. Sometimes we'll react to what's going on outside, sometimes we won't. If you listen to us, you shouldn't really hopefully notice much of a difference. We'll still be just talking as if you were listeners. If you are watching, you might get a heightened experience, but I don't really think you'll get much of a...
Or what you could do if you really wanted to, you could listen to us first and then go, I wonder what they're up to. I think I'll watch it on YouTube.
You've become such a good podcast promoter. I love that from you. But yeah, essentially, most of the time, you'll be listening, watching, doing whatever to the usual Behind the Glass show. Hopefully, slightly improved. Hopefully, we're just better because of experience.
Yeah.
That's, we can't promise it, but we hope. However, intertwined with that usual format, we are bringing in a few new sort of formats, or a few new themes.
Does intertwine mean linked?
No, it means like a...
Together?
No. Well, yes. In between the usual episodes, intertwined, woven in there like a sewing stitch on a leather steering wheel.
Because I think sometimes you use these big words. I don't really think you know what they mean.
No, I don't. It's really that you've summed me up very well there.
Yeah.
It's not just words, it's also sayings.
Yeah.
But the key is say with confidence, Tony.
Right.
Speak with confidence, intertwined. It sounded right, didn't it?
Well, only if you know what it means. Yeah, I didn't really know what it means.
That one I back myself. I know that intertwined was the correct word. Anyway, so what those formats will be, how that will work, you will find out. So, for example, next week's episode will be one of these new styles of show. Again, it's all we're sort of pumping this up to PR it. It's essentially Behind the Glass. We haven't gone anywhere. Not much has changed.
Nothing's changed.
We're just sort of, trying to spice things up. And anyway, today, to bring us back, we are out in one of Tony's stock cars.
It's just come in. It's not even advertised. It's not even been cleaned yet, mate.
What is this?
It's a Mercedes C-Class.
How can I help?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
No.
Stop.
Go away.
She's gone.
Not yet.
I'm sorry, but I can't help you with that right now.
No problem. So that means we can't say the make of this car.
Okay, fine. Well,
We're going to come back to that.
you got it.
Yeah.
It's a C200
Okay.
estate.
Estate.
Used to be called a Vance.
Let's say. I nearly did it.
Yeah, they used to
The
say,
maker of this car used to call them a Vance?
Yeah.
Was that not an Audi thing?
No. And Audi as well. Yeah, we're allowed to say Audi, aren't we?
Did they not call them wagons? I think you're wrong there.
Am I?
Was it not an
First time ever?
Hold on, let's do some on-the-fly research. If you have been missing the show,
Maybe it was an Audi.
you'll know
sold
live
thousands of
research
them.
on topics that we're talking about is a theme of the show. Because I say we don't really know what we're discussing, but hopefully we're reflecting similar conversations that you would have with your friends. We do not claim, or Tony claims to be an expert. We do not claim to be an expert. We are just talking crap about cars. Nonsense.
I'll tell you what it is.
Station wagon.
Avant is Audi.
Yes.
It was avant-garde, and that was a spec level.
Yes.
And now-
Yes. Oh my God, I'm so glad I've got something right.
Oh, well done, mate.
Yeah, station wagon.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
Well
what
done,
a
Bob.
positive way to return that I've got a fact correct
And
within
put
the
me in my place.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, yes, we don't have a lot to say. I mean, if you're interested in this car, it's sort of nice. You know what,
hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
Sorry, I'm
It's
excited.
it's a bloody lovely car. It's a premium plus, so it's got all the options on it. It's a hybrid. It's lovely. It's a little bit uncomfortable. I can't get my seat really that low.
Sell.
Yeah, but apart from that, I really like it, mate. This would have been 50 odd grand new.
You've become a better dealer in the time we've taken off. Because previously you used to slag off your own stock. And people were like, why on earth did you buy a car from this lunatic? At least now you're sort of half talking nice things about what you're trying to sell. Well, actually, let's just dive straight into it because this is an important topic which we've been talking about for years, but I want to expand on, which is, yes, tech, etc.
Yeah.
Because we just had it. We were interrupted by the super annoying theoretical onboard, what would you even call that? Not a butler. Theoretically computer.
Yeah.
And one experience I had the other day, I got lent the new Aston Martin DBX S.
Oh.
Do you know what that is?
Well, it must be what's the really... Oh, 707's the fast one.
Right.
So is it the one down from that?
No,
It's the one
up.
Is it?
So I drove 707 at the start of the year and loved it,
Right.
and said this is what the DBX should have always been, and they'd got rid of the standard car, and only did so now there's an S. So this is the top, I think it's the most powerful combustion engined SUV in the world.
Wow.
So it sits above, and it's noticeably. Oh, can I say?
Oh, is it embargoed?
I think it's embargoed. It's not. It's
Take that out.
It's
Start again.
That's the first cut. Anyway, I've talked about stats. That's fine. I'm allowed to do that.
Are you?
And I think I'm allowed to talk about this. God, am I allowed to talk about any of this? Who cares? Who cares?
Do you actually have to...
You know what? Who cares?
Yeah. Do you know when something's embargoed?
Yes.
Do you actually have to sign a bit of paper? Or
Oh,
is
yes.
And it's like really serious stuff, like you're in trouble if you say something.
If you ever saw the Ferrari paperwork that you
Yeah.
have to assign for it, you would think you're signing paperwork to enter North Korea.
Really?
I am often terrified when I'm asked to sign. I think I'm signing away my house. What is this, by the way? Hold on a sec. Let's reference something outside. So, is that...
It's an old MR2, like a Mark II MR2.
I'd say modified in Fast and Furious style.
With a huge aerial.
A huge aerial, a pink rear wing, a female driver. That caught my eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting anyway. Worth
Yep.
mentioning. So yes, let's move on from embargoed content. The DBX S had this insane computer brain behind the rear view mirror. Here. So much so, I could barely see out of the windscreen. It was literally like an old, do you remember like old Dell desktop, proper desktop computer
Like a
bricks?
computer?
Mate, it was this huge black box behind the rear view mirror. It had little things looking at me, which I guess were like reading my eyes or something. It just housed so much of the onboard systems, the smart driving and the ADAS and whatever. I couldn't see out the windscreen.
Yeah, I them systems really annoy me.
It's happening more and more though, that not only are the systems growing, which we can talk about, but that people are using this space behind the rear view mirror to house them in.
Yeah.
Radars and distant guided cruise control and stuff like that. And it means you can't see out. It's so dangerous.
Well, that's been happening. I mean, this is a 2023 car, and this has got they've all got cameras and radars for rain sensors and lane assist and all that. It's all in the windscreen now. It's all in the cameras. But now you're right. The later stuff has now got like driver monitoring and all that nonsense. And I know this because I just bought my girlfriend a new Lexus, which is a very lovely little car.
Interesting.
And it's got a sensor right in the middle of the steering wheel. So when you drive it, if you like look away or look to chat at your passenger, it literally, big message on the screen, driver take a break or driver look what you're doing and all that nonsense. Like literally having a go at you and bleeps and if you cover your hand, like you move your hand around your face, don't you, as you're driving?
I guess, do you?
I mean, sometimes I have a little scratch or,
yeah, okay, fine.
you know what I mean?
You're not doing like mime artistry like whilst
Well,
driving.
depends who's annoyed me while I'm driving along.
Dancing, yeah.
And it bleeps and it's really annoying. And it's really hard to turn it all off. You can turn it all off, but there's like 3 or 4 different menus you have to go in to turn it off, and then you have to do it, as you know now with a modern car, every time you bloody start the thing back up, you've got to do it again.
Every single time. And some manufacturers are definitely better than others. But yeah, the driver monitoring thing, I thought it was an Aston Martin press team thing initially. I was like, oh, they're watching and they're listening. I hadn't experienced this kind of driver-focused...
Or it's a pre-production car and they're still doing some
exactly.
testing on it.
Doing some testing. It was such a weird and invading and, I know we've spoken about it. I know a lot of people are mentioning it, but this new era, new age, it makes, for me, new cars less and less attractive.
Yeah, I agree.
And we were speaking about that at the end of last series or last season, whatever we're going to call it. But I then also went to Munich ahead of IAA. I rented a new A5 station wagon.
Yeah.
A5 Avant. Mm-hmm. And I thought, what a good looking car. I was really excited. I thought, that's going to be amazing.
Very good looking car.
Very good looking car. Didn't love it inside. A lot of screens, too many screens. And yeah, I didn't love it inside. But anyway, cool thing. Driving down the road, and it did one of those ADAS emergency stops.
So dangerous.
Because it picked up on a car that was parked on the side of the road but wasn't perfectly in its parking space, and it slammed on the brakes in the middle of town. So dangerous, mate. Yeah. And so I'm like, well, I would just go back and buy a 3 or 4 year old A4 Avant instead. Like, what is the motivation? Do you think, or have you experienced, I know you don't do too many of the new cars, are you seeing people coming to you for older stuff because newer stuff is putting them off, or is this us as enthusiasts? Like, does the average punter care?
We're not seeing it yet because it's really like too early. It's only really been the last year where this ADAS thing has really kicked in, and it really. So, we're going to see it soon. But I think at the moment it's an enthusiast thing because some people, mate, like when the quality of like people's driving now. I always think it's a control thing. I think it's all about control. It's all about monitoring, which is why we have electric cars. But also as well, like the standard of driving in this country now is nowhere near what it used to be. And probably because there's bloody too many cars on the road nowadays.
Too many cars or too many systems, meaning people don't have to think when they drive?
Mate, probably a bit of both.
Yeah.
But there's too much traffic, as we know. There's too many cars. There's too many people that, can't drive. There's no room. Everyone's got the ump, and it's a problem.
Let me dive into your conspiracy theory a bit more, which I'm not even sure is a conspiracy theory. So the control element. Who's controlling us?
The governments.
All of them.
And I think that's why, honestly, I'm not just saying this.
No, I'm interested.
I think this is why they all want us in electric cars.
Because?
Control. You can't control a combustion car, apart from the ADAS systems, but you go where you like in a combustion car. You can't in an electric car.
In the sense of, you think they'll start turning the electric cars off so we can't go anywhere, or what? Where do you see this leading? In your worst case scenario, what happens? What do the governments do?
You know what I see a future where we're all going to be bloody driving down the road on the M25. Right, the traffic's going to slow down and they're going to turn all the cars down. They're all going to be electric.
Right.
And we're not going to do it anymore.
Right.
They're going to turn all, and they're going to control the flow of the traffic. They'll control everything. They know exactly where we are. Do you not agree? No. Am I talking nonsense?
No. I really don't think you are. I'm less.
You're laughing at me.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm less pessimistic about it. Like, I see where you're coming from, and I wonder if this is one of the few examples where generationally we're a little different. Maybe I'm more accepting of,
I've seen
digital
a bit more
monitoring,
than you.
and well, you were alive before the spies.
Yeah. When Cole was around.
Yeah, exactly.
Not the name, the product.
My mum is always freaked out by CCTV.
Yeah.
And I'm a bit like, but it's just there. Like, I've never known a world without CCTV.
I agree with her.
So I think, I see where you're coming from, but are you fearful? And okay, two questions. Why is it bad if they slow you down? Like, what if they're controlling your speed? I know the answer, but I'm just asking you. And secondly, are you not aware that with your phone, all of your information, all of that stuff is already being taken?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I completely understand. Is it bad they're slowing you down? No. But the bad bit is the control bit. The whole thing about having a car is about having independence and do what you like, go where you like. But yeah, you're right. We carry this computer in our pocket nowadays that literally tells you everywhere where you are, where you've been, where you're going. It tells you. But
have you ever read the T's and C's of the Facebook app?
I don't have Facebook.
What's a revelation? Okay, when you download...
Should I?
No.
Oh.
When you download an app, do you ever read the T's and C's?
No.
Exactly.
Do you?
No. But if you did, it would be...
horrifying.
Yes. I mean, you own nothing. All of this is now ours and China's. Anyway, so I don't know why I'm suddenly digging out China, but I think...
It's not even their fault, probably.
But yeah, I think... yes. Okay, so again, I don't want to get into a therapy session. We can save that for after the podcast, but it could be a reflection a little bit more of your control. Like, how are you with authority in general? How are you at school?
Terrible.
Yes. If a teacher said, no, Anthony, do this.
I used to do the complete opposite.
Yeah, burn the school down.
And when I was a bus driver, I used to literally do... I don't like
make up the
authority,
route
which is why
yourself.
I work for myself. And I did.
Did you?
Honestly, mate, I literally sometimes used to just go off route and go somewhere else. Seriously, I did.
Driving in London now is worse than ever.
Correct.
Congestion, bus lanes, cycle lanes, all the sort of things that Sadiq Khan's done over the last God knows how many years to make driving in that city a nightmare, which was his aim. He has achieved his aim of it is horrible to drive in that city.
Yeah.
But bus drivers seem to always... accelerate into you, accelerate into smaller gaps, use their weight, their size. If it was a Formula One race, they would be...
At the front.
No, mate. They would be disqualified or at least be getting, grid penalties constantly because they don't even have a front wing in front. Like, I'll have a bus, 2 cars behind me, approaching a corner and literally just launch it knowing that I'm going to have to get out of the way.
Yeah, fair.
And that's why I get wound up.
And that's, again, why we go back to talking about standard of driving. Because at least when I was back then, 20 odd years ago, you had proper multiple tests before you could actually get your license. I think it's probably very easy for them now. They go around not go around the block, but you know what I mean. They sit one test, and because even I've seen it. Sometimes I don't get on a bus anymore, but I've seen them drive around, and you think how have you got a license, mate? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, exactly. How are you getting away with some of them?
How are you getting away with that? Yeah.
But you're right. I mean, if I had to drive a bus all day, every day, I'd probably also get aggravated by...
You'd be miserable, mate.
Yeah, exactly. And especially if I'm sauntering around in a GT3, I think get out of the way.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
I won't swear. Well, look, let's move on from state of driving and tech because it's a point that, again, we banged on about plenty. And talk about cars, mate, because holy crap, I was looking... the amount of things that have happened whilst we've been off air have been outrageous. So let's.
Well, the world's changed, mate.
Well, the world has changed. We've changed.
Like 3 months.
Yeah, it's
I've even grown a little bit.
Yeah, I can't keep up. I've had a lot of therapy. Anyway, so I thought I'd run through a few of the, I think at least the ones that stood out to me. First, we have to talk about, there's a new Ferrari. I mean,
fast
ridiculous. Well, yeah, so the 849 Testarossa. It's the SF90 replacement. Did you look at it?
I get so annoyed when they bring the old names back.
Yeah.
Don't you?
I do.
Leave it alone.
Well, and if you're going to do it properly. Like make a Renault 5.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like if you're going to make a Testarossa, make a proper Testarossa. The thing is though, I believe that this is, and we've maybe mentioned this, or I have on the main channel, this is the move for manufacturers, right? Is heritage. Because as these cars become more and more generic, more and more similar to each other, they're harder and harder to get any emotion out of, or they can, pull on our heartstrings. Yeah. And by bringing back old names, old styling cues, whatever it might be.
Designed.
It makes us go, oh, that's like this, and that's why I'm going to go and buy it, because otherwise they are all microwaves on wheels, even high-level Ferraris. But I think they're getting it wrong, because Renault really are the only ones that are actually staying true to that heritage, or understanding the heritage, or what the appeal is.
Well, Fiat done it with the 500.
Very good point, but did the 500 ever change? It's been the 500 for donkeys, hasn't it?
Yeah, only because they brought it back. But I mean, if Renault had to bring a petrol version back, it still would have been, just a newer petrol. But that wouldn't have changed. But
I just mean in terms of design.
Design, okay.
Design and naming. It's like the Ford Capri.
Doesn't look anything like it.
Well, it returned as a crossover, didn't it?
Yeah,
an electric crossover. We're not idiots, people.
Yeah.
Like, stop treating us like idiots.
Yeah.
It's not a Capri.
Yeah.
So the Testarossa thing wound me up, because I was saying, and I saw a few people, I think even Spike over on our sister show in America, was like, oh, I think it looks like a Testarossa. I was like, off to Specsavers with you, Spike.
But maybe, mate, as well, like, we have to be a bit mindful that maybe it's not aimed at us. It's aimed at the future generation that they just see it as a car, they just see it as a product.
If that were true, why use the Testarossa name? Because they've used the Testarossa name because they know the product might be aimed at newer generation of Ferrari customers, and they've gone, well, we do have to still sell them. So to appeal to our old guard, let's bring back the Testarossa name.
Yeah. Let's make a modern car, but give it an old name so it appeals for both audiences.
When I went to the Amalfi unveiling, that was literally my sort of thought, was that, they kept saying in one breath, they were like, this car is more accessible than ever, easier to drive than ever, easier to live with than ever. This is your entry Ferrari in a way that no entry Ferrari has ever existed before.
Right.
But it's also sportier and better to drive and firmer and harder, because I think they realise it has to appeal to us, Ferrari purist enthusiasts that want a Ferrari.
And it's also exactly the same as the previous model.
It is a Roma, but we are going to give it a different name.
Call it
Everyone's going to, is that the new Roma? No, it's the Amalfi.
It's the Amalfi.
That was literally my question in the press conference. I put my little hand up. Excuse me, considering that everyone's going to call this the new Roma, why did you not just call it the Roma M? They all went.
Did you get chucked out?
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, this guy."
This guy.
I haven't been invited to the press drive. Anyway, so 849 Testarossa, 1,036 horsepower, 50 horsepower more than the SF90.
Cool story.
Cool story, bro. 0 to 62, 2.3 seconds. Named the Testarossa to celebrate the 70th anniversary of the 500 TL. Again, yawn stretch. Fiorano lap time 1.5 seconds quicker than the SF90. That is a very short lap, so fine.
It's actually quite fast.
Yeah, it's quite fast. And then prices are going to be from basically $500,000.
Start.
Yeah. I mean,
start.
Yeah, €460,000 plus.
This is the biggest problem I have. I mean, modern cars in general, mate. This is the biggest problem I have now. And I know the world's moved on, but the price hikes in the last 5 or 6 years have been like nothing I've ever seen before in the 20 odd years I've been doing my job. It's like insane, some of the price hikes.
Yes, and I'm with you, and maybe that's worth speaking more about, but I'm also just like, this is supposed to be the flagship. This is supposed to be the flagship Ferrari, right? This is supposed to be. Oh,
what is that, mate?
There's a car transporter with it. Mate, there's a Huracan on there.
Is there?
Yeah.
Nice one.
It's a blue Technica. Do you want to spin back round?
Yeah, and I think as well.
What did you say?
I think I saw a McLaren in there as well.
we just went past a big red car transporter unloading some vehicles to a fairly nondescript address, right?
Yeah.
And then
red lorry, yellow lorry.
Red lorry, yellow lorry.
Can you say that?
Spin around. Red lorry,
I'm going
yellow
to.
lorry,
I
red lorry.
can't.
Come on, I'm
just in the middle
excited.
of the road.
Back to my old car spotting ways. There could be a LaFerrari in there, mate. Well, my point being,
There's not a
hikes-
Ferrari in there, mate.
The price hikes are huge, but if a Rev Welto is similar kind of money, Ferrari for their top level heavy hitter, baby hypercar, $500,000. I don't know. It's worrying that I think that makes sense. More so though, looking at it and reading about it, I suddenly think the SF90 looks even more incredible than it ever did. Given its value, what are they now? 275, 280?
Something like that, yeah.
I think it's a more classic design.
Yeah.
So I'm saying like, hey, give me an SF90. Okay, right. We are reapproaching the
lorry.
transporter, the lorry. So look, that is a blue Technica, right?
Yes.
Blue Huracan Technica. There is a McLaren on the lower level, 600 LT.
Is it?
Hold on.
But where
Hold
are they
on.
going, mate?
Where are they going? Where have they been? It is an industrial estate there, mate.
Yeah.
600 LT. Something else.
Is there something else up there?
What was in there? Car wrapping specialist. There you
Oh,
go.
there you go.
And a shout out to Russell's Automotive
Vehicle management.
Vehicle Management Logistics. You've just got some free promo. You look like you're doing well.
Well,
Are you turning around again?
No.
I'm not that enthusiastic.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. Anyway, so yeah, A49 Testarossa. Unfortunately, I'm like,
Yeah, fair.
it's not.
I agree with you, mate.
It's not done a lot for me.
Do you know, it's being that such a big Ferrari fan that I really like modern cars as well, obviously,
Yeah.
And I'm going to say about Porsche as well. There's really not at the moment a modern Porsche or Ferrari that I actually want.
Really?
No, there's not. Like, if I was to have another Ferrari
Yeah.
now, today...
Yeah. Go and buy one new.
No.
As in, like, to order from the factory.
No.
You wouldn't pick one.
No. The only new Porsche that I might consider, but I probably wouldn't buy it, is a 3RS. I probably wouldn't buy it because I don't see,
Yeah.
if you use it for a tour, it's useless because you've got no space,
Yeah.
So
And how much better on the road is it going to be than our cars to warrant the
Correct.
extra 75 grand?
100
grand.
Yeah. So the two current cars that I would buy at the moment is a GT2 RS,
Okay.
like a 2018
18
car.
car, yeah.
Well, that's 7 years old. I mean,
Yeah.
that's like bloody donkey's years old for me.
Yeah.
But that's the only Porsche that I actually want at the moment. And if I had to go and buy another Ferrari, I'd buy another Pista.
Would you buy a new Lamborghini? Would you buy a
No.
Temerario or a
No,
Rev Welto?
I really want to drive that Temerario, but I don't think I'd buy it.
If we're talking, we've got all the money. Let's just pretend we've got all the money. I'm opposite to you. I would buy a Rev Welto. I'm very interested.
Would you?
Yeah, I would buy a Rev Welto.
They don't work though, mate.
Well, apparently not. Yeah, that's the
Well,
rumours,
they don't.
But the one that I drove did, and it was wonderful. It was the most, for me, the best Lamborghini that.
You really
for
liked
me,
it?
Yeah, I really
Wow.
liked it. Temerario, I'm interested by. I would buy Dodici Cilindri. Loved that car. I quite like an Amalfi. Whip around in. I wouldn't buy a 296 now. I did at one point think I would, but I wouldn't buy a 296. Wouldn't buy a Speciale, 296 Speciale. So yeah, for Ferrari, it's Dodici and Amalfi probably.
Oh, I can think of another Ferrari I'd buy actually.
What, go on.
I'd buy the Competizione.
But that's not, you can't buy that.
No,
As in
no,
from a
but what-
factory. Sorry, okay.
I said I'd only buy.
Yeah.
There's only one Ferrari. I'd buy money no objects. I'd buy the
812 Competizione.
Yeah. Because I really like that car. I drove that car.
What, so did I. I drove it in America. we probably haven't recorded an episode since I drove it. I drove it in New York.
And how'd you get on?
I loved it.
Did you love it?
Unbelievable. But
I told you it's good, didn't I?
But you need to really get into it.
Yes.
It doesn't have the same fizz as you get, I think, in other special Ferrari models
TDF?
straight away.
Yeah.
Yeah, but once you start going, oh my God. And I really went, that was one of the best days.
Did you go flat out?
Oh my God, mate. There's been two experiences like this in my life. The first was in New Zealand,
Yeah.
many, many years ago, with an unbelievable friend of mine who I'm trying to get down to revisit. And it was the 918 and the 911R. And I've said the story so many times before where he threw me in the car and said, follow me, turned out of his driveway and went flat. And I was like, okay, I'll try.
Was you in the 911 or the 918? Or you did a swap round?
The swap round. So he
Right.
was in the 911R and I was in the 918.
Right.
He said, follow me. And I was like, okay.
Okay, next,
And then this was the 812 Competizione and an SVJ. He said, follow me. And
Yeah,
I will
another
say there were
moment.
triple digits
Okay.
on the Speedo. And I was like, oh my God.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Yeah, very cool car. And then from a Porsche point of view, mate, there's still lots of Porsches I would buy. I would have a 992.2 GT3. I'd have a. Can you still buy STs? I don't know if you can. New Turbo S. Let's talk about that in 2 seconds. I'd buy an electric Macan. There's still lots.
Yeah, fair.
So I'm not as well.
I'd buy a
history
918.
repeats. I'm not as. Yeah, that's again an old car.
It's an old car.
I still like cars, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so moving on from disappointing Ferraris, let's talk about the Turbo S for a second, because obviously that one,
the new one
came out. It's got the T hybrid system we saw in the GTS, but 2 basically, and actually really interesting take. I do think Porsche are. I mean, welcome back to the Porsche Fanboy podcast, being unbelievably clever with the way that they are sort of abiding by regulations, but still finding ways to make the cars perform.
Yeah.
And did you see the fact that it's not just the fact that they've got this new T hybrid system, that they're slightly different actual turbos and the smaller scrolls, and they can spin up fast, like all this stuff, which I think is just really clever stuff.
Yeah. They really are using tech to try and, because obviously what they're trying to do as well, they're trying to keep the weight off, aren't they?
Well, yeah, that's another big thing.
Because that's a big problem when you start hybriding, like properly hybriding stuff, you know.
Well, and even though they've got tiny battery on there, which is performance related, not e-driving mode or emissions related, it's just purely performance related. The other thing which people aren't really talking about, which I learned at the GT3 launch, was the added weight that all of these new regulations add. So not just in terms of componentry, because you've got your various, what's called mufflers. What's the stuff?
On the DPF.
Thank you. All the filters and all that kind of stuff. But also side impact.
You told me about
this. So the doors are heavier.
Yeah.
Because the side impact rating
because of regs.
Because of regs.
Yeah.
So doors are heavy. So the overall cars are just heavier in so many ways.
What's the weight in the new Turbo S? Do you know?
Let's see if it's been revealed. I am hopefully going to be driving that car in about a month or so, which will be very exciting.
It's obviously going to be good.
It's obviously going to be spectacular, if not too fast.
Yeah.
They're saying it's got a curb weight of 1725, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's about 100 kilos heavier than the old car. Roughly.
And some of the stats look outrageous.
Yeah.
I am, of course, excited. It's a new sort of halo car. Turbo S has been one of those, it's one of those models that you can't not be excited about, but at the same time, it's not like, I'm not going into it thinking I'm going to go, I need one of these.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be really impressive.
Well, what will be interesting, because I think when you first drove the Turbo S, the one that I have, the 992.1, you was like fairly early in your Porsche love affair.
Yes, good point.
Now you are fully like in love, So it'll be very interesting whether you say anything horrible or negative about that car at all, or whether you're just going to be really, really nice about it.
Well, I would hope you would know. I would immediately say something horrible if there was something horrible to be said.
Because you're a horrible little man. I know you would.
But you're right. Have the rose-tinted glasses of Porsche, spoiled my ability to spot potential deficits or whatever.
That's what I mean.
It's bloody expensive. Talking about price hikes, let's go back to that point. Starting at 199 grand in this country.
Yeah, that's going to be like 230-ish, isn't it?
So remind me, we should touch on the fact that you've bought a 992.1 Turbo S. None of us can keep up with Tony's car buying and selling. So
I'm going to keep this one. I like this one.
Sure.
I will, mate.
Yeah.
Because I sold the M3. People don't know.
Oh yeah, people don't know you sold the M3.
Sold the M3
and the Spider RS.
And the Spider RS.
Because
I didn't like the Spider RS.
Yeah. And so the Turbo S theoretically replaces both of those.
Correct.
Man maths.
Yeah.
Until in 3 months' time you go, I think I want.
No, but I don't. Mate, I don't want it.
Okay. I just don't have. Even though we've taken a break, because we've been speaking offline, I don't have the energy to go through this, if I'm honest. Let's see. If you have the car in March, great, let's catch up.
No. I will have it in March.
Okay.
Because if anything's going to go, it'll be the GT3. Because I've had that
Really?
Yeah, because I've had it 2.5 years now, and if I'm going to replace anything, it'll be that.
To be fair, you've barely driven that car this year because you've been so busy.
Yeah.
As in you haven't done all your Nürburgring days.
Yeah.
And then the tours, you've used other things.
Yeah. I mean, I will, if I don't sell it next year, I'll use it a bit more next year and I'll do a tour in it. But, if anything's going to go at some point, it will be that car and I'll replace it with something else. Maybe a GT2.
God.
What?
You've really got Larry in the last few months. But yeah, I mean, so what's that price like spec to spec? If you're saying a 230,
30 grand difference, 35 grand difference.
which actually might be less than some of the other hikes we've seen, or it feels like it might be less than some of the other hikes we've seen.
Yeah. What is that? A 15% increase?
Well, you're better at maths than me, surprisingly.
Yeah. Amazing, isn't it?
Amazing that. So yeah, let's wait and see. Some other new cars that have come out. There was that weird Lamborghini Phenomenon, which was at Car Week, which is their.
What is that, mate?
Sean. It's a Revuelto with a body kit.
Oh.
You know. So
What, like
they call it some of, not one of.
Like what was that Aventador body kit one they did that was really Larry? What was
Revuelto. No, Reventon.
that? Reventon.
Yeah,
Is that
it follows in that line.
Fine.
BYD Yang Wang U9 Extreme
Is that fast
became the
thing?
world's fastest production car at 308 miles
Does
an hour.
anyone care about that?
A few of our friends do, apparently.
Really?
Well, I saw some reels.
Okay.
So
Some reels?
yeah, I saw some
Alright.
reels on the line. So yeah, there you go. Yang Wang. We love Yang Wang, don't we? It's just so fun to say. Can you imagine rocking up? It's that old Top Gear line. Imagine going to the pub.
Here we go.
Because it doesn't look awful.
I
Have you
know
seen
what's
it?
coming here,
But
mate.
have you seen it? It doesn't actually look awful, the Yang Wang. Like, look, it's quite a good looking car. Now
Yeah,
we'll stop
but
the tra-
all right then, right? So you pull up in that
Yes,
car, right, to
yes,
your mates,
yes.
to a party.
Yeah. I go,
Right?
"Whoa,
You pull up, you go,
what's
I've got
that,
the
new
world,
McLaren?
got the world record car.
Yeah.
You go
Oh.
out, oh, mate, it's amazing.
New Ferrari? What is it?
Yeah. Can I have a listen?
No.
Yeah, can I have a listen? Rev it up.
Well, okay, your point is different to mine, but yes,
Yeah.
valid point.
Yeah.
I think more so. Oh, it's the new. No. It's the Yang Wang U9.
Yeah.
Extreme.
It's
Extreme.
really extreme. You can't hear it, but it's the fastest car in the world.
Yes, and it's called the Yang Wang.
Yeah, but don't you think the fastest car in the world should bloody still have guns and an engine and roar and...
I don't think any of the cars have got guns. I mean, yeah. But I also just don't care, mate. Do you know
About
what I mean? Like, the fastest car in the world.
being electric?
No, just being the fastest car in the world. I don't
Right.
care because, like, I would buy a Bugatti Chiron. I don't need the Super Sport.
Okay, fine.
And that's a lie. I might buy the Super Sport, but I'm not buying it to go 306 miles an hour or whatever.
No, okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Fair enough.
like that record. It's a bit like a Nürburgring. No, because I just bought the Project A, because it's not on Nürburgring. I'm talking absolute.
That is literally,
nonsense,
I remember as well that when you bought that car, you literally said, I want that car because it got the Nürburgring record. Because I know how much you love that place.
No, I didn't. But you know what I caught myself doing, which I really despise, is when people are like, "Oh, I'd like didn't really get." I say, "It had the Nürburgring record."
know.
I keep using it as like a way to quantify how good it is, and I catch myself like, "But I don't care." Like,
I don't care about the Nürburgring.
I just think, imagine, like, you know, people buy their cars and you get dripped out in Porsche merch to be like, I'm a Porsche owner, or I own my Ferrari cap everywhere I go, you know. But if you wore like a Yang Wang t-shirt, people would think you're saying something rude. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just can't deal with the Yang Wangingness.
But it is quite a cool name.
It's so much fun to say.
Yeah.
The U9 Extreme bit's a bit cringe. But anyway, go Yang Wang, well done. 308.4 miles an hour.
496 kilometres.
And how quickly did they have to charge? Was that like...
No idea.
That's
I literally
interesting,
saw the
isn't it?
headline figures.
Oh, talking about charging and electric cars, what about the iX3?
Oh, mate, I'm glad
I
you
want
brought
one.
that up.
I want one.
So do I.
A mega thing.
Yeah. And I really think that's... Do you remember we said about 2 years ago, if Land Rover bring a Range Rover out that does 500-mile range, electric, I'll have it.
Yeah. And
But it's coming.
well, BMW with the iX3 are the first to have that as an official claimed figure, I think.
Yeah.
We've been getting close with, you know, latest generation Taycan and what else has had some big figures, some of the EQ range from this manufacturer.
Yeah.
Like, so anyway, so some stuff has been getting into the 400s, but yeah.
But the Teslas as well, by the way, they have quite big ranges.
Of course, good point. But yes, BMW with the iX3, the first with this sort of 500 claim, I believe, could be wrong. And I like the styling. It's the first of this Neue Klasse, you know, look. I think it looks boxy and cool. I like the interior. Some of it's a little bit aggressively futuristic, but I think we'll get used to that in time to come. Now, pricing, again, like, I don't think is horrific. People might wince here, but I spec'd one up sort of 65 odd grand, which, okay, given what we know about electric cars, it makes you wince a bit. But as a regular X3 purchaser,
It's not too bad.
for M40i, M40D variants, it's kind of where you are. And even the old iX3s were 55-ish, and they were always a little bit, you know...
I didn't know the price. I expected you to say 80 then.
Yeah, well, I expect
So-
one up, 65, like, and nicely, like, not really holding back.
Yeah.
Of
They must be
course.
getting there then.
Well, I think so. I mean, of course, I'm sure you could bolt on loads more bits, and history shows us or suggests that they're going to plummet in value. But as an entry point, and I think price per month, it was below £1,000 a month as well, financing.
Yeah, but that's still quite a lot of money for a 65 grand car, mate.
That's the world we live in now, isn't it? Like that's how much cars cost to finance these days.
It's not just that. It's the end payments that's the problem still with electric cars. So then the banks are still a load more braver on combustion cars with residual values as opposed to what they are with electric cars.
Right.
So the end payment on an electric car is still horrendous. But obviously once...
Sorry, in the sense of what do you mean by that?
Well, in the sense of because there's no used market for them.
So they put the value down very low, or you get
correct.
negative equity?
Yeah, so they put the value down very low and you pay more per month because of that.
Right.
Because if they're PCP, if they're guaranteed values, which is the only way you'd want to buy one anyway, so you know you can hand it back.
Yeah.
The bank don't want to be lumbered with a bit of metal, do they?
Okay.
Like to put it into context, the banks, the last thing they want is the car back. They don't want the car back.
Sure.
They want to get rid of the car. They want you to have it. They want their money back. They're not car dealers. They're banks. They lend against the asset, the depreciating asset. So it's always calculated on a combustion car. It's a lot easier to calculate that figure because we've been making them for 100 years, and the trend is the trend. There's a used market for them. Mm-hmm. An electric car, there still isn't a great used market on electric cars.
So they're still sort of half figuring that out.
Correct.
Well, I don't know. I'm very excited by that iX3. I'm obviously the bit where I sort of go before I sort of launch and order one is the knowledge and the thought that it does still come with all the stuff we talked about at the start of the episode, the crappy tech
stuff.
And that's what's so frustrating is that I sort of get half excited and think that can actually fit my lifestyle pretty perfectly. Looks great. But I'm then going to have to put up with all the new car tech.
But do you know what? On the flip side, I think I would be less bothered in an electric car to have all the ADAS systems, because I think an electric car also makes you drive a lot more calmer and a lot more sensibly.
Based on a few Uber rides, I disagree, but go on.
Yeah, but this has got to use this car as an example, right? Yeah. If this was an electric car now, we'd be driving it at the same speed, and it's had the lane assist pulling me around. But if this was a proper AMG thing now, a C63, it would piss me off.
Yeah.
It's not been pissing me off that it's been driving itself, basically. We're just having a nice chat. We're doing the 40 mile an hour, because this isn't an enthusiast car.
No.
This is a normal car.
Sure.
Right? So if this was electric, I'd be less bothered about it pulling me around. Because I'm just driving it nice like a normal human being, not a yacht.
Yeah, maybe. But for me, it's not the bonging and the lane assisting and all that stuff, it's the safety systems that scare me.
When they slam the brakes on.
Yes. Right. You know, that stuff really freaks me out.
Yeah.
And that's suddenly happening in a moment where you really don't need or want it to happen, and then what comes from it. I mean, you know, I had it with my daughter in the car, and it scared the absolute bejesus out of her. Like, you know, so...
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, let's wait and see. I mean, BMW making moves.
Well, they're making moves, and to stick up for BMW, we had a new shape JCW Mini in stock.
Yeah, love
that. We just literally sold it, which is a year old, so it had all the ADAS stuff, which was actually very easy to turn off.
Yes.
There's one button, you go into a menu, you press the things off. So that's BMW.
Yeah.
So, you know, as long as the menus are easy enough to turn off, unlike my girlfriend's Lexus, where they're not easy to turn off.
Interesting. Which Lexus is it, by the way?
It's an LBX.
Okay.
No, it's a cracking little car, by the way. Apart from, she just drives it with all the 8. She doesn't care.
Yeah.
But I care.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's annoying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, let's see. I think it's yeah, it's intriguing and it's interesting in terms of what BMW are doing there, because they're obviously making their differentiation in terms of model lineup, and you know, they had been spreading themselves, hadn't they, with offering everything basically, and now they're doing that. You know, that's a specific electric vehicle which allows them to be able to do the bigger range and all this kind of tech, whereas before they were sort of sharing platforms, weren't they, and offering multiple choices.
Which I think is genius.
Well, that felt genius, but they've obviously changed their thought process there. And what's interesting is Porsche obviously going in the opposite direction, not to wave a flag of ha ha ha, we told you so, but obviously finally
we did, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
Finally, the news has come out that they are going to be offering a combustion engine variant of the new Cayman Boxster.
Yeah.
And obviously that they are...
That's come out?
Yeah. Confirmed.
You said that as well?
Yeah, that was... Yes.
That's the whole argument. There's a big lorry coming, mate. Big dustbin.
Yes, Tony had to slam on the brakes there. Yeah, we were
nearly in the wall.
Into a bin lorry. Lorry bin? Bin lorry.
Bin lorry, mate.
Thank you.
Lorry bin.
Sorry.
What's going on about?
I don't know why I'm sort of choking to death over here. I think just because of, it feels weird to be so right. But yes, when we broke this kind of big story at the end of... Was it the end of last year now or the start of this year? Anyway, we got into
time ago, mate.
We broke this story that Porsche were kind of reneging and starting to consider, well, they would be putting combustion engine vehicles into models like the Taycan, and that they might be scrapping or backtracking on the electric Cayman Boxster. Everyone called us,
names.
Yes,
we got
names.
into like a fracot.
Got into what is this?
It's a fracot.
You keep using fracot. I'm going to Google.
I was watching 40 Towers yesterday.
Ah, okay. A fracard. Meaning?
Yeah, it's like a conflict, no?
Fracas.
Yeah.
Not fracard, a fracas.
Oh, same thing.
No, it's definitely not.
No?
A noisy, disorderly disturbance, yes. A fracas, like, yes, okay, fine. Not a fracard. Anyway.
It's close.
Long story short, we were right. We were right. We broke the story. And Porsche have said that alongside the theoretical new electric Cayman and Boxster, there will be... So, what does that mean? It hints towards that maybe there'll be a GT4 or GT4 RS or a Spider RS with combustion engine, or even a GTS. We don't know. Maybe there'll be one electric and then the rest combustion. Yeah. But Porsche have definitely said that they are going to continue down the route that BMW were operating on, of basically, here is a Panamera. You can have it electric, hybrid, or combustion.
But I think BMW are still going to operate in that way, right?
Well, no, because this suggests that they're not, that they're trying to move away and have electric specific models,
I think they
and
still
then
will.
combustion or hybrid models. So you have an iX3 which is on its own platform, and then you have an X3 which is available as combustion engine or hybrid.
But they'll basically be the same, they'll just be called different things.
No, they won't be the same. So the X3 is not going to look like or be on the same platform as the iX3.
It's not going to be on the same platform?
Supposedly not, because that's the whole reason as to why they've been able to do all this new stuff.
Let's wait and see about that.
Fair, okay,
Shall
fine.
we?
Yeah, very possibly. Let's wait and see, because I always thought that they were doing it the best way possible. Yeah. Maybe not financially or profitably, or maybe they were one hand tied behind their back. But to me, in this world, that is what makes sense. Make a model and give powertrain options depending on market, usage case, whatever it might be. Yeah. And then let the people choose.
Yeah.
And then...
which one you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it doesn't affect profits. The governments can push what they want to push by incentivising people to buy the product they want them to buy, because that's basically what's happened all the while, mate. Yeah. It used to be all go out and buy diesels, incentivised by diesels 25 years ago. Yeah. Oh, actually, don't buy diesels now because they're all killing us. Yeah. So then buy petrols, incentivise petrols, and now it's all hybrid and electric.
Yeah.
So yeah.
One car I really want to talk about on the podcast, which I drove over the summer, which we never actually even really spoke about at great length, was that Cadillac that I drove during Car Week.
Oh yeah, I saw you in that. Yeah, because I really haven't got a lot of questions to ask about it, mate.
Well, you should.
Really?
Because my God, that thing was unbelievable. So this is what they call the
tell me about it.
CT5 V Blackwing. So this is the...
rather say Yang
M5 CS, or the it's proper. Like this is, and this was with the precision package or the performance package. I think the precision package, carbon ceramics, and changed damping. Like this was as leery as they get, And don't forget, Cadillac are making moves, mate. We got them in endurance racing, Le Mans, now about to come into Formula One.
Yeah.
They're definitely on an agenda to take on European sports car manufacturers.
Not an electric car in sight.
I'm sure they make a lot of electric cars. Cadillac Lyric is electric, isn't it?
Okay.
But this was their fire-breathing 6.2 litre V8, 600 and something ridiculous horsepower.
Fair.
Like, you know, all the
Isn't
available with a manual.
Okay.
Your favourite thing.
But isn't that weird where we literally just spoke about for the last 5 or 10 minutes about how these manufacturers are trying to adapt to electric vehicles, and then you've got this other big car maker at the other end of the world that's literally just still making fire-breathing V8s with...
America!
Yeah,
I mean literally, well, we did when we went to Australia.
Yeah.
Don't listen. Hold on a sec, let me get into character.
You're going to get into...
Kangaroo, mate. Yeah, so don't listen to them. Keep burning coal. What was that advert we said, which is like, they tell you don't leave your fridge doors open.
Yeah.
Don't listen to the woke weirdos.
Yeah.
Like,
that clip.
But that was the radio. Do you remember every time we got into an Uber, we heard the radio being like,
literally.
Save Australia's natural gas.
Yeah.
Keep burning oil.
There was adverts, mate, as
We
well.
were blown away by it. So, yeah, it doesn't surprise me that much. But honestly, dude, that Blackwing...
Would I like it?
Yes.
Right.
It was an unbelievably good car.
Like your Jag?
Yes. But way better, way more well-rounded.
Right.
You know, there you go.
What's happened there?
So there was a van slowing in front of us, not even stopped. And the car alerted.
Scared the life out of me.
Yeah. Did it auto brake or did it just make an audible noise?
You just made a noise and made me slam the brakes on.
Go away.
Leave us alone.
Okay, let's try this. Hey, Mercedes,
How may I help you?
can you turn off driving aids?
I have switched off the driving recommendations.
Recommendations doesn't sound right, does it? No. Thank you.
I don't think she's done anything.
No,
mate.
recommendations. Yeah, no, she's not, because I can see your lane assist is still
No,
on.
she's done nothing.
Hey, Mercedes,
How may I help you?
please turn off driving assistance.
I have switched off the driving recommendations.
Yeah, no, I mean,
No, she's done nothing, mate.
okay, thank you. This looks nice. What's this? Farm shop.
Yeah.
Broaditch farm shop. That looks lovely.
You might better get
local sweet corn. This
little
looks-
coffee in
Yeah,
there.
looks like they do nice coffee there.
Yeah. Get one on the way back.
You know what I'm doing after this?
Where you going, mate?
Porsche to pick up a 3RS.
Are you?
Yeah, finally, like 4.5 years later, I'm driving.
Have you
a
not
new
driven
3RS.
one yet?
Still not driven a new 3RS.
Nor have I.
992 3RS. And I'm taking it to Silverstone on Thursday. Are you going to come?
I'm coming.
Come, because I need your little tips and advice of where to go.
Don't ask me, mate.
Yeah, lol. So that'll be quite exciting. So yeah, I'm like finally get my hands.
Go flat out.
Yeah, I'm really intrigued to see where we're at.
We're both going to Thursday night order new 3RSs.
No, because we said like for us, what's the point? What I quite like is I've got to do 100 miles to bed in the new pads. So I've got to do some road driving. And this is like non-motor, like proper road driving. So I'll give a chance to like kind of live with it for a bit and then track down Thursdays. That'd be quite good, wouldn't it?
Parlin.
Anyway, we have lots of stuff coming up, which is exciting. We're actually doing a live show this Sunday down at Vines of Gatwick BMW. I have found this car quite unenjoyable. The ride is really firm, mate.
Yeah, but all new Mercedes are like this, mate.
It's really like unenjoyably firm.
Yeah, but all Mercs are like this.
And then the systems. I mean, the design in here is quite nice.
Yeah.
I've got quite a few Mercs on loan, Merc loans lined up.
Yeah.
In the weeks. Yes, I would not score this particularly highly. But if you have an interesting, a quite car, fun car that you think would be amusing to hear our thoughts on, or at least Tony's thoughts on,
I want to drive an old car.
What do you want to drive?
I want to drive something old.
Like what?
Like an old...
What era?
Like RS Escort or Sierra.
Okay.
Or something like that, you know, something like that could take me back. Or an old Renault 5 Turbo, because something take me back, you could make me cry.
Okay. And I'll take a Golf R32, please.
Yeah, I like them as well.
generation, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we want to get back in and behind the wheel of some of your cars.
Yeah.
The Rate My Ride episodes are some of our favourite, and we love doing them. But yeah, when we last season got the chance to actually drive some of the cars and talk about them, it was so much fun. So
we loved it.
Please get in touch. BTG@seen2glass.com or comment below if you've got a car for now UK based, that you think we could drive as part of one of these episodes?
I know something really cool that you definitely wouldn't have driven that was around in my area that is actually a really proper car.
Go on.
Lotus Colton.
Oh yeah, never.
What?
About over my head.
Mate, what a riot.
Really?
Oh, mate, it'd be right up your street.
We're going to have to go and
they're
do all
worth
the
a fortune.
We can do the dynamic driving whilst recording. We'd have to go and do all the dynamic driving and then talk about it post.
Yeah, because it's a right handful.
Yeah.
It's
Is it actually though?
Oh, mate. Yeah,
I know like nothing about them.
Yeah. Like it was the M5 of the day back then.
Okay, but it was a collaboration between Lotus and
Vauxhall.
Vauxhall, yeah. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
But fully branded as a Lotus. It's not a Lotus Vauxhall Carlton, it's a Lotus Carlton.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
But it was, only because of all the dynamics were done by Lotus.
Yeah.
But I mean, it looks like a bloody Colton.
Yeah,
Colton,
I would love to. So if anyone's got a Lotus Carlton that they're prepared for Tony to drive, yes, please get in touch. What else do we want to say, Tony?
We are back.
Catch up with you next week. Bye-bye.
See ya.